Right, live. We are live. And it is 27 days to San Diego Comic Con 2024. And you join me in an empty Hall H. Oh, that looks awful. This is, this is, no, I think we get rid of that. That's a virtual thing from StreamYard. I think we'll leave that to one side. Hello, everybody. Welcome along to this our incidental live stream, which I just throw on the net on occasion as we go through the countdown to San Diego Comic Con 2024. A couple of bits of updates. Number one, the intention is I'm going to be attending London Film and Comic Con next weekend, so hopefully I'll be able to bring you a bit of a live stream from there. Fingers crossed. I've applied for my press. If I don't get that, I'll just buy a ticket and head on down. It's not that expensive. Olympia is LFCC is a relatively affordable con. I'm not going to be buying any autographs. I'm not going to get any photo stuff. I'm there to just soak it all in, possibly speak to one or two British creators in the hope of setting up my panel 2025. So who knows? This is checking in with an Englishman in San Diego. Not as prepared as my usual shows on a Sunday, however prepared they may be. But this is kind of like a countdown to the con. Certainly happening Monday through Friday. If I can do something over the weekend, which depends on what I can get up to on a Saturday. I know that I am DJing on Saturday. And it's a very early start, which means I might not be doing a live stream on Saturday, but certainly Sunday back at it. We'll let you know. But the other thing that came off the back of yesterday, where I did a bit of a live stream, I think we went live at about 5:30, 6 o'clock here in the UK, and about 20 minutes after I went live, well, we had a bit of an update, didn't we? Marvel Studios are heading back to Hall H San Diego Comic Con. Now, before I go any further, there is something that I'm going to preface that with, and it is a little bit of a star, a little bit of an asterisk. We'll come back to that. But the whole thing, and everyone's kind of like jumped on this bit of update, is off the back of Dan Berry saying hello. Hi, Dan. How the devil are you? Is off the back of a Deadline article that got published, like I say, minutes. We'll go with minutes after we came off air yesterday. Marvel Studios heading back to Hall H San Diego Comic Con, following a sleepy San Diego Comic Con last summer due to the actors' strike. That's an understatement. Certainly Hall H and Ballroom 20. I mean, Hall H was effectively, it was a person non grata. You could just literally walk in. It was a very, very quiet room indeed. There wasn't a great deal to grab people's attention. But apparently, this year's confab is about to explode with the return of Marvel Studios to Hall H, per sources. There's that asterisk again. Traditionally, the penultimate day of SDCC dedicated to Marvel Studios presentation in the late afternoon, Saturday evening. Usually running from about 3 till 5, something like that. Michael P is checking in. Hello there, Michael. How the devil are you? Michael is usually the one that reminds me to remind you, because I never remember to say, subscribe, like, hit notifications. You know the drill. So there we go. Yeah, please do hit the notifications. It lets you know when we go live. And like I say, we're pretty much, a bit vague. But there's Michael P saying, Deadline is saying Marvel is returning. Again, asterisk, I'll come back to that. So, another studio was present at the Fanboy Conflab. Very cute. Last year with a Trade Floor Blue comic panel and autographs. Well, that's nothing new there. This year's present for Marvel falls on the opening weekend of its first R-rated movie, Deadpool Wolverine, expected to be huge. Yeah. Now, all of this is just fluff. It's just something to pad out the article. Now, Marvel Studios plans for San Diego Comic Con do go down to the wire with never before seen clips polished up. with music and VFX. For starters, given the first weekend of Deadpool Wolverine, it wouldn't be a surprise if Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman were to put in a special appearance. Indeed. 1 year pre-COVID, Marvel introduced the cast of Guardians of the Galaxy inside Hall H, a stunt that had the crowds screaming like Beatles fans. And indeed, yeah, we did. We had the Fantastic Four announced as well we had the whole announcement of that, but we didn't have cast, so we could this time be featuring stuff like that. So we've got possibly Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, and Ebon Boss Bachrach showing up on screen. Again, it's a very short article. Exhibitors at CinemaCon already got a look at Anthony Mackie in Captain America Brave New World, dated for February 14th, so can expect footage from that. Thunderbolts, starring the anti-heroes of Yelena. It's all fluff. It's all fluff. Again, the main thing to take from this is this word right here. Marvel Studios declined comment for this story. Now, the sources could be someone from Kevin Feige's office. It could even be someone talking to Kevin Feige himself and is saying, hey, don't tell anyone, keep it under your hat. But, let's do it. We're coming back. We're back with a bang. And heaven knows, Marvel Studios loves San Diego Comic-Con. Features in all the documentaries, the behind-the-scenes stuff. I've got the big story of the big two-part hardback thing, which I managed to get back from San Diego one year, thanks to Dan Berry, gave me that copy while I went out and visited that year. But it's constantly mentioning San Diego Comic-Con. They love the con, they love Hall H, they love presenting on that stage. At the end of the day, though, Marvel Studios declined comment for this story. It could be anybody. Could be anybody that's mentioned this. So pinch of salt until we actually hear of anything when it comes to panels. Don't forget, for those people who have never been before, if you're not too sure about how panels work, don't forget we're looking at we're 4 weeks away from San Diego Comic-Con. So if we look at the diary, the con itself running from the 25th to the 28th of July. We will start seeing panel announcements in 2 weeks' time, starting today, effectively. I think we get the Wednesday on the Wednesday, but there's nothing on a Wednesday. If we get previews, that'd be awesome, but that's down to maybe Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus have got their names on the badges, but you could get some Paramount Plus previews up in Ballroom 20, who knows? But certainly for Thursday to Thursday, Friday for Friday, Saturday for Sunday, Saturday for Saturday, Sunday for Sunday, we will be getting panels in 2 weeks' time. So we'll be paying close attention to the Saturday panels, of course, that back end of the day, part of Marvel Studios. We'll find out in 2 weeks' time. For now, we have to temper our expectations. We have to see what they're going to do. We have to see what Warner Brothers are going to do, if they're going to do anything. At the end of the day, they want to try and get the nerds back on side. Now that the Zack Snyder noise has died down, it's time for James Gunn's DCEU to start coming to the forefront. This could be a big Saturday. We'll have to see. Waiting for, indeed, I'm sure it says Marvel Studios declined comment. I guarantee someone's got Kevin Feige on speed dial, just saying, right, what's going on, dude? Can we say anything? Can we confirm anything? We've had nothing from any actors. Nobody's reached out to anybody in terms of Anthony Mackie, Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan. Although I did quite like a comment on the announcement, special guest announcement, which was announced yesterday, and someone turned around and said, "Oh, you can announce Sebastian Stan as a special guest." Not how it works for Comic-Con. Comic-Con is always a case of the comics people, industry, writers, illustrators, artists. The pop culture stuff, that's organized by the people the studios that are rocking up. They will announce who their special guest is. They're the one that forks out for them. So who knows? Michael P, possible screening at Rooftop Cinema on Friday. This is possibly for Deadpool Wolverine. You never know. I mean, that could be interesting, couldn't it? I mean, the shell is currently available. Funko are out of there. Wouldn't it be it would be something to have them turn around and say, right, everybody who's in Hall H, head on down to the shell, a screening of Wolverine Deadpool. We've had weirder things happen. We've had Star Trek screenings. We've had Star Wars concerts. Who knows? Danbury, you're confusing me here. It could have been yesterday's birthday boy, even. Who are we on about? My mind's a mess at this moment. Who are we on about? So there we go. But there we go. But plenty of things they can talk about. They can talk about the next Avengers. They can talk about Captain America: Brave New World. They can talk about Thunderbolts. They can talk about Ironheart, Wonder Man. Admittedly, the TV stuff I think they'll probably save for Ballroom 20. Was it Eddie's birthday yesterday? Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to reach out and wish him all the best. You've got Blade, and you've got Deadpool Wolverine to wrap things up. So who knows? Plenty of stuff to talk about, but it's whether they're going to choose San Diego Comic-Con to do it. And again, and again, Marvel Studios declined comment for the story. Where has this source come from? And is it just a case of Kevin Feige just ramping things up a bit? Who knows? So there we go. That was the big news, and that's something I wanted to just chat about. But no, okay. Who is Eddie Ibrahim? I hear you say. If you are watching this and you're wondering who the hell is Eddie Ibrahim, Eddie Ibrahim is one of the chief proponents of programming at San Diego Comic-Con. He's the guy who has the big pile of post-it notes and the big board. I'll come back to you on that one, Solicitor Meg. Who knows? We've got comments coming in. We'll quickly cover those. But yeah, Eddie Ibrahim. He is on social media. He's on Threads. Jump on. Wish him all the best. And yeah, hopefully he's sort of plowing through a lot of programming notes. I mean, I definitely put a bit of a fly in his ointment when I turned around and said I'm not doing my panel, so he had to fill that room. But there we go. We've got ourselves Solicitor Speg. Lol just came in. London Leonard looks knackered. It's because I've been working all day and I didn't get any sleep last night because it was particularly warm. It was rather hot, but you know what? I'm here and I'm getting some stuff and I'm getting it done now before I have to have a bit of a shave and head off to work and do my DJing stuff. So it's a long day for me, indeed, long day today, tomorrow, and Saturday. So this is what's funding my holiday, everybody. I have to do these things. Andrew Dickinson, will the day start with DC again? Probably not start. What we've had in the past is another panel, a smaller company, a little, I don't know, trailer park or something. Just start the day off, just kind of like ease the day into it. And then DC or Warner Brothers hit nice and hard. But we'll see if they're coming back. Like I say, it is a case of whether James Gunn, because James Gunn, as far as I'm aware, has turned around and said he is not coming to Comic-Con. And heaven knows, I mean, I know he showed up for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but that was after a lot of toing and froing, and I can imagine there's still a little bit of bad blood when it comes to Comic-Con for James, because he was in town. He was apparently in the taxi or in the limo on the way to Hall H when he got cancelled. Thank you very much indeed, right-wing nut bars. At the end of the day, it's whether he decides that he wants to do it. So I think I can imagine he wants to get the Hall H crowd on his side. And I think most of the production and promotion companies do want that nowadays. It's a case of whether they want to spend the money to rock up to Hall H, because it's quite an outlay. So there we go. Right. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed it. Once again, I will try and do these every day leading up to San Diego Comic-Con. And of course, anybody that wants to jump in with any ideas with stuff for us to talk about, comment down below. If you're watching this after the fact, if you're commenting on Threads, great. If you're commenting on Facebook, fantastic. Commenting on YouTube, brilliant. If you're commenting on X or Twitter, well, yeah, I'm not going to see it because I've deactivated my account. I think it's wandering around. I think I'm actually broadcasting on it now, but that's only because I just pressed the button. I will not be doing that again. This is me getting myself told to get my ass out of the game. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully this will be confirmed soon. Marvel Studios coming to Hall H. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. What's this button do if I click that, and this? 27 days to go.